Hi everyone, Lord Chris here, and the topic for today is the war meta for week 118. And as you all know, guys, the current top two players who managed to get a 23 wins out of 25 are a war deck. So without further ado, let's proceed and discuss the meta deck. So as you can see, guys, X Vex and Ferocious Beast managed to win a 23 games out of 25 using a war. And I will give a little bit information on this deck and what will be the playstyle. And for the beginners, I will show you also a substitution for using a core card and welcome card. Okay. And first of all, we're gonna start with X Beck, who managed to get 23 wins and a max rating of 1595. So as you can notice here, based on my analysis on this one, this is like a same deck that I featured like a week ago or 2 weeks ago, like week 116. But in today's meta rank, I believe the advantage of this gun is just like the God Power Slayer. You will gonna use God's powers. If you have like a free mana that you can use. Two damage using two casting ghosts, it's not big deal, and it's super powerful against especially with other opponent. And FYI, this God Power Slayer can activate Frenzy, and we all know uh uh war are also has like capabilities of Frenzy. So first of all, as you can notice, he has like more one drop, Vanguard, Shield, 2, 4, 6, 8, and then two other spells for this one. Probably Auric Rush are used to deals an AoE damage if there are times like opponent having a more creature than you, or you can deal 2 damage to kill certain creatures. Okay, and as you can notice, he has a one out of misery, and he has no master tactician. So this is like a little bit like a play free to play build. As you can notice, he has no master tactician. The sad part, he has like a pyramid warden on this deck. And weapon, he has using blade sticks. He using two another round and a Viking longship. And his three to cost is OD, Raider Revealer, and Vacnir. So probably more on board control. And uh, there's like a popularity using Tartesian Improviser here. So technically, the substitution here will be like the best way is to do the same casting cost. So for example, if you don't have Pyramid Warden, use Skeleton Heavy, but you try to use more on this one. So if you don't have Vacnir, you use other 3 to cast or maybe a 2 to cast. And he's taking advantage of Warmonger, like he more on like a weapon here. He has two Leviathan that produce weapon. He use Balkan's Captain to produce weapon, and he has two Warmonger to produce more weapon here. So technically, either use the weapon to attack the creature to control the board or attack the face. And he using another round. Another one is good because it buff your creature, and every time it frenzies, it add +1/+1 to one of your creature in hand. So this is like a typical aggro deck or a Slayer deck. Then we have Ferocious Beast. So I managed to had the experience fighting Ferocious Beasts during my weekend rank, and sad to say, my nature deck lost 2 times straight with his deck. And there are like plays that I noticed like when he's playing this. For example, Beam Sentry. He has Beam Sentry, and there are times like I notice him like he play Beam Sentry on first turn and then pump it with Shield Bearer. So he's like literally very aggressive in terms of like playing on this one. And there are times like as you can notice, he has two out of misery. Even on turn one, he will play like for example Leviathan or a Nokvi Warrior. He will just use uh out of misery as soon as possible. I think in our two games, he managed to do Beam Sentry, Shield Bearer on turn one, and then there's an and I noticed like every time, even though he has no play at all, he will just cast one of this one health minion and use out of misery. And the good thing about that, and he got lucky, he managed to get pull out a Viking longship So he managed this one became like a 6-7 with blitz. So it's out of misery is very popular in aggro. And as you can notice, he has like total of four creatures. I five of four casting costs like Archangel and Viking Longship, both with blitz. One another round also total of six. On the he got total of four on three to cast, one OD and two Thundercaller, one Warmonger, one Master Tactician, and Tavern Brawl, and he still have a Pyramid Warden. As you can see, he only has one Vanguard Axewoman and one Knockbee Warrior. Okay, and two Shield Bearer and one Arsenal. So one of the I was get fascinated that he managed to use this Tartesian Improviser. So I tried to build this deck and play it during my weekend rank, and I see the if you have like you can like use two of this. I advise it because there was a play where he cast this one and the plus two strength technically went to a tavern brawler. So this one became a 4-3 which he used to kill my wall or kill my creature. So that's what I noticed. And there was one time I used Tartesian Improviser. The plus two went to the Archangel. So this one became 7-3, and if you are frenzy, it will have overkill. So literally more damage. And I noticed. And what I noticed, if my health is, for example, if my health down to 20, rather than controlling the board, what he's trying to do is to attack me more. Instead of like controlling the board, he will attack me on my god in my health. So I will become like say 10 health, and he will just like literally try to kill me with Slayer. So literally more on aggressive here on like literally the play style. So that's the tricky part. There are times that you have to do a board control at early phase, but on the like fourth casting cost, if you're gonna do more damage, I recommend do more damage on the opponent health and take advantage of your god power because compared with the other gods, uh this is like a powerful god power where you can, especially I if I'm like a control deck. Usually, this will literally kill me every turn. Like I can delay the game, but this one literally lower my health. So that's it. So as you can notice, if you want to copy Ferocious Beast, you can like literally place it with Pyramid Warden here. Uh you can remove Master Taxation and find another two to casting cost. And Sky, if you don't have Sky, this is expensive. You can go for a two Blade of Sticks here, where it usually does. And if you don't have Knockbee Warrior, you can go Vanguard. So sometimes I notice players, even me, if I have this one hand, I play this, especially if I'm the first player, I will play this one or Beam Sentry, even though he's alone, as long as the opponent is also a war or aggro, as long as those not like deception who has like a pink power or death who has like those deals destroy one health creature and gain one health. So as long as your opponent is not those two, you can like literally cast this one as first turn. It's not bad. Like this Beam Sentry and even Leviathan, and then use out of misery as soon as possible to pull out, because sometimes if you get lucky, you will get Archangel become 8-6, or you will get a Viking Longship or a Thunder Color, those, or even OD. I managed to pull out OD using Out of Misery. So if you manage to afford Out of Misery, go ahead. I think it's not that expensive currently now. So thank you so much, guys. If you have like more question I got. So I believe as long as there's no update or new card or nerf or buff on this current meta, next week meta, I believe this will be still popular deck now. And based on my experience noticing using this god, that Slayer is literally powerful, and using those Tartesian and your Blitz creature literally put you on edge on this one. Then that's what I noticed. Like activating your frenzy for Archangel and for another round. And using your weapon to control the board or to deal more damage. So that's like the playstyle of war. And thank you so much, guys. Please if you have like question, please leave a comment. If you like my videos, so for me to further to create more content, kindly please subscribe to my YouTube channel and also my Facebook. Thank you and have a nice day, guys. Bye.